Cashcow, based on Tales from the Other Railway by Professor Benches, written by Team Zug. If you two ever visit the other railway, you would find at the big fast station and the yard, they are run by two little engines, Diesel and Steamy. Well, sort of. You see, Diesel found a way to manipulate poor little Steamy by making him do his work as well as his own. So, if you have to visit the railway or go to the yard, you will find Diesel slouching about in the shed while Steamy does all the work. I'm so glad to be such an intelligent and sneaky little engine, said Diesel as he was resting in the shed. What a life. Excuse me, Diesel, said Steamy. Can you please help me around? Would you please? Poop, poop! No way, you little runt! Go back to do the work, said Diesel. This often frightened Steamy, as he always quickly rushed away to do Diesel and his own work. But one day, a family of 6 came to the other railway. They were meant to catch Bowler's passenger train to go on holiday when they noticed Steamy shunting coaches for all the stuck-up. Look, Daddy, said a little girl. There's a steam engine. Yeah, said a little boy. We never see steam engines around here before. Yes, indeed, said the mother. They walked up to Steamy and asked him a few questions. Hello there, said a little girl. Are you really a steam engine? Why, yes, I am, said Steamy. My name is Steamy. Nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you too, said the father. Tell me, Steamy, when did you got here? About a month ago, I suppose. I actually came here as an intern. I got sent away, then came back to help out, then got sent away, and now I'm officially a member of the other railway fleet. My, said the oldest daughter. You really are a splendid little engine, aren't you? Do you have a whistle? Why, yes, I do. The finest whistle ever. Want to hear it? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful, said the family of 6. They walked up to the fin gate. Sir, said the husband, you have a really, really smart, kind, and helpful little engine. Oh, do I? Said the fin gate. Yes, said the mother. You know, you can make a lot of money. You can make a TV show and books about this little engine. Could I? Said the fin gate. The family boarded Bowler's train and they left. The fin gate marched over to Steamy. Steamy? Oh, yes, sir, said Steamy. You're doing an amazing job. Keep up the good work by being nice to the passengers. Oh, thank you, sir, said Steamy, and he puffed away to do his own work. Later that evening, Steamy and Diesel were called in to the yards. I wonder what the fin gate wants us to do, said Steamy. Beats me, said Diesel. Just then, Harry rolled up. He was pushing some old coaches. They were painted green just like Steamy. The fin gate marched up and introduced them to Steamy. Steamy, said the fin gate, these are your coaches. You've been doing such an amazing job in the yard and the big fast station. I'm promoting you to get your own branch line. Oh, really, sir? Thank you, sir. What about me? Said Diesel. I've been working here for over 30 years. You don't do any work, Diesel. You're lazy and useless. Yeah, I mean, you really are useless and lazy, aren't you? Said Harry, admitting to Diesel. Diesel was speechless. He couldn't believe it. Steamy getting a promotion over him? How could this be? Thank you, sir, but where are we going to build my new branch line? Asked Steamy. Oh, don't you worry about that. I bought a bike path and the construction crew are turning it into a railway line just for you, Steamy. Oh, thank you, sir. Can Bozo work there too? Oh, sure, why not? I mean, it's just going to be a passenger line, but if you want Bozo, we can make it a little line where you and Bozo could pull the train. In fact, Steamy, that's not going to be all. We're going to give you a lot more love. Really, sir? Oh, yes. The Fingit soon got to work. He made a deal with a bunch of free companies that makes model trains and toys. Two of them were toy companies named Ertl and Learning Curve, and the other was Bachmann. They agreed to make toys as Steamy. They decided to make toys of the other engines, including Diesel. However, the others didn't really sell well because the kids love Steamy. The Fingit wrote stories all about Steamy. Some of them were actually happened, while others were completely made up just to sell. And boy oh boy did they work. In fact, the Fingit even convinced Shepperton Studios to make a TV show all about Steamy. Many kids and parents came to the railway just to see Steamy, so much so that they all went to the newly built gift shop. So the parents bought toys of Steamy and some of the other engines, but mostly Steamy for the little kids, and the little kids loved riding on Steamy. Steamy was having the time of his life. The other engines were going a bit jealous, except for Bozo. He was happy for Steamy, as well as Derek and Pip and Emma. Even Bert was happy for Steamy, but the others were growing a bit jealous. "This is unfair, for," said Cromwell. "How come little Steamy gets a TV show but I don't?" "That's because you're a bit of an asshole," said Bert, and then Harry bumped into him. "Do you think before you speak, Bert?" "Not really. It hurts too much. I think I'll need to take my brain pills again." "I don't get why he gets a TV show, but I don't," said Bowler. "Me, I'm a star." "You're right, a star for the trash," said Spamcan. "I find that highly offensive," said Bowler. "Ah, shut up," said Old Stuck-Up. "It's hurting my ears." "But you don't have any ears," said Pip. "Oh, buzz off, Pip," said Old Stuck-Up. Diesel was having a meltdown. "How could Steamy get a TV show, but I don't?" said Diesel. "He's more famous than me. I was in the Railway Series and that bloody Thomas the Tank Engine franchise, and yet Steamy gets more love than me? I don't know. I think I'm having a panic attack. Help!" Just then, Steamy rolled in, blowing his whistle. "Sorry guys, I'm late," said Steamy. "My driving fireman had to sign so much autographs about me to all the little boys and girls in Great Britain." "Good for you, buddy," said Bozo. "Oh, don't worry, Bozo. I promise you I'm giving you an autograph too, since you saved me." "That's right, Steamy. You are a really popular engine, and so much so, I booked you a train to Glasgow, Scotland. You're going to deliver all the toys to all the little boys and girls there. Would that be nice?" "Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Where do I go?" "Tomorrow morning. So get some rest, my number one." "But I don't have a number one." "Well, I would, but it's copyright, you know." Then the Fingit walked home. Diesel had enough. He couldn't bear the thought that Steamy's getting more love and attention than him. So he made a cunning plan. He convinced his teenage driver, Norman, who replaced his old driver who retired, and they sneaked to the yard and completely damaged the brakes on the brake fan. Not the brake father, of course, that's Spamcan's brake fan. Anyways, the next morning, Steamy was in a hurry. His driver and fireman overslept, but they managed to get there just when the sun was rising. "Poop, poop. Come on, driver and fireman, we gotta go to Glasgow," said Steamy. All right, we're going, said Jonathan, the driver, as Jervis, the fireman, was shoving coal into Steamy's firebox. Soon Steamy was on his way to Glasgow. He was puffing on really nicely and was making good time. However, when they were reaching Glasgow station, his driver applied the brakes, but it was really hard to stop. Then, without warning, Steamy crashed into Glasgow. Many toys flew in the air and hit the children and many people. Ouch! Said a girl. Steamy just hit me. As a shattered of green plastic lay beside her. The kids didn't want to see Steamy anymore. They were too scared of him. Soon, police came and managed to get the crowd out of the building. Steamy was very hurt. Oopsies. Steamy began to cry so much that Spamcam came all the way to Glasgow to pick Steamy up and take her back to the other railway. The Finn Git wasn't happy. Steamy, what the hell happened? I thought I could trust you taking the toy train. I'm sorry, sir. I should think so too. Because of this, the TV show I planned for you is being cancelled, and many parents want their money back. Steamy began to cry. I might have to close down your branch line. For the first time in his life, Diesel felt bad. Mainly because he didn't want to hear Steamy cry for weeks for something that wasn't technically his fault. Then he did something selfless for the first time in his life. Sir, it's my fault. I convinced my driver to destroy the brake van's brakes, causing Steamy to crash. You did what, Diesel? I'm ashamed at you. For this, you're going to do Steamy's work as well as your own. And Steamy, I am sorry that I yelled at you. Thank you, sir. While Steamy was getting repaired, Diesel rolled up. Steamy, I never thought I was going to say this, but I'm sorry for what I did. It's just I was jealous because you're getting more love than me. I'm a Diesel. I was in the railway series. Why am I not getting love? It's okay, Diesel. I forgive you. Really? Like that? Said Diesel. Yeah, I don't hold grudges against you, said Steamy. This made Diesel very happy. No, really, it actually made him happy. Friends? Sure, said Steamy. And after that, Diesel and Steamy become friends. Although the TV show of the Finn Gates idea of Steamy getting his TV show never happened, however, they did make more sales with more Steamy toys, and because the public realized that Steamy wasn't at fault and kids love him again, and Steamy still works on his branch line to this day, although he still helps at the yard with Diesel when the branch line was going under maintenance. And this is the point where Diesel and Steamy officially become firm friends.